Imagine you're a Mosasaur. What would your life be like? First, you'd be born in the Cretaceous period. In the vast ocean, your mother gives birth to you and your 4 siblings. Tail first. Thrown into this unfamiliar new world, you feel dizzy and disoriented, and when your eyes finally adjust to the deep blue ocean around you, you realize your mother is gone. Just like that. No farewell. No promise. Nothing. You and your siblings look around for the very first time. The waters of the late Cretaceous are full of lethal threats. Absolutely not a safe place for baby reptiles. You spot a massive Cretaceous. Its jaw could snap you clean in half. Ancient sharks circle nearby. Even adult Mosasaurs would gladly feast on their own young. Oh crap. A giant Tylosaurus is charging straight at your group. You glance back and see your siblings have already bolted. You flip your tail quickly and dive straight down between 2 rocks. You're only 1 meter long. To bigger predators, you're just a swimming snack. And that is the only reason you survive. You wait there, hidden between stones, until the monster loses interest and swims away. You've been alive for less than 5 minutes, and your stomach is already growling in pain, reminding you you've got a new problem now: food. You look around. A tiny reef fish is hiding between coral branches. You approach it with a sinister little smile. As you get closer, you lunge. You twist and swim straight for the fish, but it darts away instantly. And due to your inexperience, BM, you crash right into the coral. Dazed, you float belly up for a few seconds. When you come to, you realize you were too slow, overconfident, despite being freshly born. Suddenly, you spot a small squid nestled in the coral. It doesn't move much. Looks like an easy catch. You clumsily inch closer, awkward but determined. And this time, you suck it in successfully. Crunch. But it's nowhere near enough to satisfy your hunger. Over the next 2.5 hours, you practice this pitiful hunting technique, swallowing anything too slow to escape. Not exactly elegant, but at least you're not starving. As the light fades from the surface, you realize you need to find somewhere safe to spend your first night, because in the Cretaceous ocean, small and alone in the dark pretty much equals death. You find a tiny underwater cave, carefully wedge yourself inside, and enjoy your first peaceful night. 6 months later, you've grown from a pathetic 1-meter baby to a lanky creature nearly 3 meters long. Your hunting skills have improved from terrible to occasionally effective. Today, while wandering near reefs and sandy seafloor, you spot a school of small fish. Without hesitation, you dart forward, jaws wide open, snatching 3 at once. Their bones crunch between your teeth, but they do little to ease your constant hunger. To grow fast, you need a lot of food. After finishing your meal, you realize you've entered unfamiliar territory. As you turn to head back, the story isn't over yet. Subscribe and don't miss the next part. A violent impact slams into your ribs. Before you even see what hit you, you try to flee, but it's already too late. A demon fish the size of a bus, with jagged teeth, is tearing into your tail, ripping flesh like paper. You kick desperately, diving into depths where big predators can't follow, but pain radiates through your spine. As you jam yourself into a crevice in the rocks, your tail throbs. A harsh reminder. Being medium-sized just makes you bite-sized for larger beasts. Another message is clear. Never leave your territory, unless it's absolutely necessary. 10 minutes pass in hiding. Your lungs start to burn. Unlike the fish with weird gills, you're a biological mistake. You need to surface for air every few minutes. As you near the surface, you notice something curious. Some foolish-looking diving birds. You've never seen them before, but your unrelenting hunger makes the choice for you. You're catching one today, hovering just beneath the surface. You slowly creep up toward the flock. One bird drifts away from the others. A perfect target. You position yourself directly below it. Then with a thrust of your tail, you launch like a missile. Before the bird even knows what's happening, you bite down and rip off a chunk of flesh. But unlike the others, this bird fights back. It stabs at your eyes with its sharp beak, scratches at your scales with its claws. Still, your teeth have already pierced vital organs. Warm blood floods your mouth, richer, more satisfying than any icy rain or snow you've ever tasted. You thrash violently, tearing the bird into shreds. Feathers float around you like snowflakes underwater. That meal was fantastic. Over the next 2.5 years, your body continues to change. Your tail flattens, becoming paddle-like. For better swimming, you've moved your territory. Now you often encounter adult mosasaurs 5 times your size. But don't mistake them for family. To you, your own kind are just potential snacks. Usually, they don't attack you. You've grown from 3 meters to nearly 7. Now you're a serious contender, but still far from full size. 8 years go by. Now you're 12 meters long. A beast with jaws strong enough to crush a car. Your prey has evolved from puny diving birds to larger, more dangerous creatures. You've claimed vast territory in these seas, but other mosasaurs your size won't let you keep it without a fight. Today, as you patrol the waters, another mosasaur appears, trying to steal your kill. You're not letting that happen. The fight begins. You crash into each other with thunderous force. The whole ocean surface trembles. You grab its fin with your jaws, twist violently, trying to rip it off. Meanwhile, its teeth scrape your sides, shredding your flesh. Both of you twist, bite, and struggle furiously. Your jaws snap shut again and again, with enough force to break bone. For nearly 20 minutes, the battle rages, each trying to find the other's weak spot. Finally, your opponent weakens. You win, but at a cost. You lose half your fin, and blood pours freely. Soon the wound grows hot, swollen, constantly burning. Now comes the real danger: parasites, with countless species, and varying atmospheric and water conditions. Infection is almost guaranteed. Thousands of parasites and worms begin to feast on your damaged flesh. Thousands more bacteria invade your organs. There's nothing you can do. The pain stabs your body in waves, but you have to live with it. Being a top predator sounds cool, but you don't get there without massive meals. And now you're getting slower due to injury. One of your teeth is rotting in its socket. Even breathing is harder. Just surfacing for air drains much of your energy. You missed your last mating season, while others seek perfect mates. You're stuck battling infection, seeing your pitiful condition. No female comes near, but by luck, and thanks to your territoria, you avoid any major battles for the next 5 years. Otherwise, you'd be toast. Your eyes worsen. They start bulging. Your skin fades in color. Your body deteriorates, and hunger never goes away. Time to hunt again. You spot diving birds. You move in, but soon need air. You rise to breathe. Unaware, you've gotten too close to land. You lift your head out of the water. Suddenly, you're dragged onto the shore. Your story ends as someone else's meal. This was the terrifying age of the Cretaceous. A time of giants. A time of monsters. And you were just one of them.